Thank you for joining us and welcome to the program. Please be reminded that our broadcast is coming to you in English and in French if you are on the Canal Sat network. All you need to do is to use your television remote control to change the settings to your preferred language. Now, Uganda and Somalia have traded blames over a deadly Mogadishu shootout that occurred hours after Friday's twin-car bombing that killed at least 38 people. The Ugandan army on Monday said its troops had shot dead 3 Somali soldiers in Mogadishu, accusing them of opening fire on a military convoy carrying Uganda's peacekeeping commander, Brigadier Paul Lokech. Brigadier Lokech heads Uganda's contingent of the African Union mission in Somalia, AMISOM, and which is the Somali security official has actually denied the claims.
In addition, at least 38 people were killed on Friday in two camp bombings that targeted the presidential palace and a hotel in Mogadishu, according to security services. Now, the Somali Islamist group of Al-Shabaab, affiliated to Al-Qaeda, claimed the responsibility of these attacks, claiming that they had targeted the government and security services. Al-Shabaab have been trying since 2007 to overthrow the fragile central Somali government, supported by the international community and the African Union mission, which has over 20,000 men. Now, last Thursday, the AU estimated that Somalia needs its troops until 2021 to help it eliminate the Al-Shabaab terrorists and speed up stabilization.
Simon Mulongo is a security expert and deputy representative of AMISOM chairperson. He joins us now from Mogadishu, that is where his base is, in the Somali capital, Mogadishu. Good morning, Simon, and thank you for joining us on the program this morning. Simon, is the fight against the Al-Shabaab failing in Somalia? We are asking this question because just recently the man who bought the truck used in the country's worst bombing last October was sentenced, and now yet another attack in the country. Simon.
Now, the war against terrorism is a continuous war. It's an ideological war which cannot be terminated easily. It takes time, and we have to be very patient because, as you may know, by 2007, when our forces first landed in Somalia, we did not have any state under control of the transitional government. And since then, the transitional government is fully operational in and around Mogadishu and several other parts of Somalia. Secondly, in terms of state expansion, we have had regional governments that have been developed. And for that matter, we cannot say that this war against terrorism is failing, because the main purpose of enabling the Somali people to start on the mark of state reconstruction and state development has achieved significant progress. Secondly, the atmosphere in Mogadishu, despite some isolated and periodical attacks by terrorists, life in Mogadishu is thriving. We are now working on the transition. The transition means that we are building capacity for the Somali National Security Forces and other sectors in government, in the security sector, to ensure that AMISOM in the next few years, before or even a few more, work its way out.
Simon, I can understand some of the progress you say have been made so far, but how complicated is the situation really? Terrorists seem to be creating a situation. Just look at what happened with AMISOM, killing 3 Somali soldiers last week, just after the terrorist attack in Mogadishu, and the confusion that broke out actually after that attack.
That is one of the most rare occurrences of friendly fire. And I think it is investigating the matter both on the side of AMISOM, on the side of the federal government, and we would like to go to the bottom of it and establish why that friendly fire occurred. And to us, preliminarily, we believe it is an issue of miscommunication. And this happens. It happens in many areas where different forces are operating in the same theater. So it only becomes a lesson now that we must ensure that we improve in areas of effective and efficient communication and coordination of our military operations. So I wouldn't want to say that that occurrence symbolizes a breakdown. No. That occurrence is one of the most rare friendly fire occasions that we've experienced in the last 10 to 11 years.
AMISOM, Simon has decided that it would cut 1,000 of its peacekeeping troops in Somalia. Is this affecting the mission already, and could this be a blow to the anti-terror fight in Somalia?
There are two issues to that question. The first one is the fact that at a strategic and ultra-strategic level, the assessment of the international community, including the United Nations that support AMISOM, carried out an assessment, what is referred to as the AU-UN joint assessment, that finally came up with a decision of drawdown by 1,000 and also another subsequent drawdown at the end of this year by a similar number. But they also emphasize the fact that this action will depend on the conditions on the ground. If you look at the UN Security Council Resolution 2372, on the ground, tactically, we would have preferred that the numbers remain because the expansive area of Somalia, which totals to around 650,000 square kilometers, requires that we have a more bigger number to operate more effectively. Secondly, the capacity of the national security forces in Somalia is growing, but generally slow. But having said that, we have to obey and go by such strategic decisions, and then we have to counterbalance that by other means, particularly if we can have force enablers and force multipliers.
Well, Simon, this is where we would have to leave it. I'd like to thank you for speaking with us this morning. A security expert and a deputy representative of the AMISOM chairperson in Somalia, Simon Mulongo, speaking with us there from Somalia's capital, Mogadishu.